I am back to share the end of my Empties trilogy. Hey guys, Kira here from 50 Shades of Mom, back to share another video with you guys. And if you notice a little bit of an echo, that's because I'm in my bathroom to share with you the end of my Empties trilogy. So this is the time when I share my shampoo, my conditioner, my face mask, the makeup products that I've used, and generally I share these quarterly. But as I've mentioned in my other Empties videos, it has been quite some time since I have shared these. My sink is overflowing because now we're pushing like 6 months. So there's so much to show you guys. So let me take you down to my bathroom counter and I'll show you the trash I've been using over the last few months. All right guys, so you saw my sink. It's like overflowing with Empties. So I'm just gonna pull stuff out, no rhyme or reason. And the first thing I'm gonna show you guys is this powder palette by Physicians Formula. So this is the empty one that I used, and then this is the box that the new one came in. Now I love this stuff so much that I've already opened, like I said, a new one. We get this stuff really cheap at couponing, but what I really like about this particular compact is that the look on it, the actual color, the pigmentation of the makeup is all different shades. So it almost looks mosaic. It's like light and dark and medium tones. And so when it blends together, it does an amazing job of taking any kind of sheen off my face. So I do my foundation, my concealer, and I use this like a finishing powder. It does have a color. So this one says beige, but it still looks like a light section and a dark section and all these sections together. And when you blend them together, it makes that beige color, which is that color, if you guys can see, that's like down right there. But I really love this stuff. I think I would keep purchasing it. I haven't used a really good compact since I was a kid. So I really like this stuff and I recommend it if you haven't tried it. So next up is this raw sugar shampoo. I'm actually still using the conditioner in my shower for once I actually finish this shampoo before the conditioner, but that's because I use a lot of like deep conditioning conditioners in addition to anything else that I use. But I am obsessed with this raw sugar brand, you guys, and the shampoo and conditioner is still holding up really well, surprisingly. I really thought this was going to be more of the scrubs and the kind of stuff that I like, but oh my goodness, I am like in love with this stuff. This is the mango, butter, agave, and carrot oil. So stinking good. It had a great smell. My hair felt really clean, and it definitely lathered for a shampoo that doesn't have sulfates and stuff. A lot of the sulfate shampoos are what create that really good lather, so you don't always have that. But this had a great lather. My hair felt super clean. Again, I'm still using the conditioner in the shower, but I really like it. So if you haven't tried any of these raw sugar things, any of their products are amazing. So speaking of raw sugar and their amazing products, so this is their body wash. This is like a huge bottle. You see that, guys? Like absolutely ginormous. 25 ounces. It's like $6 or $7 in Target, and this was the lemon sugar. So this is my absolute favorite. If you guys watched my candles empties, if you didn't, I'll link it up above for you guys to check out. But I mentioned that the Limoncello Bath & Body Works candle is like up and running right now with my #1 favorite candle of all time. This lemon sugar is like right there with it as far as the scent. It smells so amazing that this is probably one of my favorite now shower scrubs, any kind of body wash that I've ever used. It stays on your skin, it feels super clean, and you smell that sweet lemon, like citrusy scent. I absolutely love it. I really recommend it. This stuff is all the cold pressed pure technology. This is like 98% all natural products. Definitely a huge fan of this. So again, raw sugar, if you haven't tried it, is like top of my list with companies that I'm like all about lately. So products that I'm all about, and that is dry shampoo. So every mama on the go needs some dry shampoo, because Lord knows I don't always get to get that long, invigorating shower that I would love when I'm constantly on kid duty. So sometimes I gotta run out, and especially with the summertime when it's hot and it's sweaty, it's like 9,000 degrees already here. dry shampoo just comes into such great handy. And I don't even feel like it's about absorbing the oils in your hair. I feel like it gives your hair that fresh, clean, right out of the shower feel that you sometimes need after you just went swimming in the summertime, and the chlorine and all of that. Just spraying this in your hair sometimes just gives that really good scent. And this is the citrus peel in the Love Beauty and Planet. So this was something given to me by Madison in like a whole kit thing that she sent me when we did our box swap for Christmas time. And I was really excited to try this, and this stuff was really, really good. I'm really picky about my dry shampoo. I think my favorite still is the L'Oreal Dry Clay, but this stuff was still really, really good, and I highly recommend it if you haven't tried this. This is one of the all natural, the Love Beauty and Planet. I'm actually about to try their deodorant for the first time, and I'm excited to try that because it's like one that doesn't have any of the crap that normal deodorant has. So I'm anxious to try this, but this was a really good dry shampoo. But this is the one that I was saying was probably the best one I've ever tried. So I never thought I was gonna say that. I thought the Batiste was like the best thing since sliced bread. I was totally in love with it, and I really thought that that was never going to be one that something could top until I tried this. This was actually given to me on accident. So Madison was here and she left this here. And she's like, oh, you know what? Hold on to it. I wanted you to try it anyways. So I tried it, I used it, and this tops everything I've ever tried. Now, I've been loving the L'Oreal products anyways. All the shampoos and conditioners have been doing really good for my hair. Things I get couponing at CVS, but oh my gosh, you guys, no white residue. Just made my hair smell clean and fresh, and it like did the job as far as what a dry shampoo is supposed to do. This stuff was the best, hands down, dry shampoo I've ever used. So sad to say that this one though wasn't my favorite. Now, I am pretty much in love with all of the S2 products. There's so many of them, especially their face masks and stuff that I truly, truly love. Absolutely only my favorite. Especially anything coconut, because that is one of my favorite scents. This is the Energizing Coffee 2-in-1 scrub and cleanser stick. And you guys know me and my coffee and coconut like all in one. That sounded absolutely amazing to me. I tried to use this as a scrub on the bottom of my foot, but it was too lathery. And I really like abrasive things at the bottom of my feet. I'm very calloused. I walk with no shoes all the time, and so I feel like I would need really good foot care. This didn't really do it, so I tried it on my face, and it was still a little bizarre. I like face scrubs, but it didn't feel any kind of scrubby-ish, only cleanser-ish. And then I hated that the little pieces, let me see if you guys can see this inside. But if you can see, let it focus for a second. There's like little black dots in there because that's the coffee grounds. So that would be great normally for certain scrubby kind of things, but this was getting all over my shower, which is one of the things I hated about the Tree Hut coffee scrub, because then there's these little tiny like pieces of coffee all over the shower. It's like a pain to clean up. It really just didn't do the job, so this is not something I would repurchase again. I did get this sent to me free from Grove, I believe, for like hitting a certain threshold, but purchasing this, definitely a no-go for me. So this is something that is not really my favorite, although I really do love Garnier a lot. Every time I've tried this one, I've never really been an overwhelmingly big fan with a scent, and scent is a very big thing for me. I'm dying to try the blue coconut water one, but this one we can get really cheap or free couponing, and every time I go to get the blue one, they're always out of stock. So I always end up with this one in the breakdown that I need to use, and I do end up using it because it's not awful. I'm just not a huge fan of the scent. It does do a good job on my hair. I don't know if it's the best hair mask I've ever used, but it does do a decent job. I like my hair to really smell like really just fresh and clean or citrusy or sweet when I get out, and this just kind of had like a kind of scent. So I would recommend it if you can get over the scent. I know a lot of people like this particular product, and I'm not saying it's bad, but I'm anxious to try the coconut one, because if that one smells better but it does the job like this one, then that could be a winner. So now here is the Garnier Whole Blends coconut water, but this is just the shampoo. So I have the conditioner too. I just actually don't know where the bottle is. It's not in my empties, and I know that Maya was playing in the sink with some of my stuff, which is what she always does when I set my empties up. So I know if there's a conditioner here somewhere. My hair is way too long. It's all the way down to my butt now, so there's no way I could get away with just shampoo. Definitely need to not just condition my hair, but highly condition my hair. And this one says that it quenches and softens. That's what it says there at the bottom. And this one did a really good job. I love the smell of it. Again, I love all the Garnier whole blends, so I'm hoping that I can try that repairing mask in this scent. It's like the same color and setup, so hopefully I can try this one. But again, I really like this. Their whole shampoo line, the whole blends line, is definitely grown up with one of my favorites. So this is more shampoo and conditioner that I use. I know it's probably hard to see with the glare from the light in my bathroom, but maybe it'll be easier for you to see on the lighter one. There you go. So this says Senogens, and this is hair covery conditioner. So my girlfriend Bonnie sells lip scents and all that stuff, which is part of the Senogens line. So I have another product that I'm going to show you by them that I really loved. This, I didn't know if it was so successful, but I think this was something that I would have to keep using over and over again to really kind of see results, not just one time. But this is supposed to be for promoting hair growth. So just recently, in the last couple of years of my life, as I got a little bit older, I actually think it was from Maya, because it really started happening right towards the end of my pregnancy and as I had her. So I'm kind of thinking it was something that was in relation to my pregnancy. But I really started thinning in the top part of my head, which is kind of crazy because that's always the, you know, I'm always flat ironing my hair. Even if I put my hair up, I always flat iron the pieces that come down in the front because they fall down from my bun or whatever that I have. So I'm always straightening them. So I'm constantly using product and hair straighteners and stuff. So I wasn't entirely surprised, but it's hard to look at myself right now in the mirror because it definitely makes me feel older as I'm starting to notice my hair thinning. So my girlfriend gave this to me for my birthday and said, try it, you'll love it. It's supposed to be really, really good for your hair. And this is all sulfate free and paraben free and all of that. And it smells good and it lathered well and the conditioner worked really well. I just don't know if I necessarily saw a lot of hair growth, but she did give me some other solution that goes along with this that I wasn't using as religiously. And again, I think this is something I would have to keep using over and over again to actually see real results. But if you know someone who sells lip scents, if not, I'll link Bonnie's information below. But if this is something that you would want to try and keep up with purchasing, if you think this is something you can need, again, I'll link all that stuff. But I was really hoping for success with these, but again, I think I need a little bit more longevity. So something with longevity. This stuff is going to be around in my life for a very long time. So this is the Neutrogena Hydro Boost. I tried this, it'll be 2 years ago in July, and I fell in love with this stuff, you guys. I got it in a beauty box from Target and it just blew my mind. I couldn't believe what it did to my face. It's the hyaluronic acid that's in there. I've tried a lot of things with hyaluronic acid and none of them do what this does, except one other thing, which I'm gonna show you in a minute. Only one other thing I've ever found trumps this, which I'll show you, but it's like 1,000 times more expensive than this. So if I don't get that, then I'm gonna have to settle for this. And if I have to settle for this, it's pretty expensive too. It's like $18. Sometimes you can get the coupons from Target or what comes in your beauty box and all of that. And you can get, you know, this for a pretty decent price, but they definitely are expensive, but worth every dollar for sure. I mean, I literally there's nothing in here because ooh, actually there might be a little remnants in there. Oh, I might be able to get something after my shower in the morning. Hallelujah. But I really love this stuff. It soaks into my face. I put it on as soon as I get out of the shower and I feel like it traps all the steam, all the moisture, and it really just gives like a softening tone to my skin. But if you have money and the Hydro Boost ain't nothing for you but a thing, and you could afford something else, then you need to afford this. That's right, I only have a tiny little bottle, so let it focus. This is a tiny little bottle of Clinique Moisture Surge. This stuff, Madison said, is like wicked expensive, like 40 bucks or something for the regular tube. That's double the price of my Hydro Boost, but you guys, it's almost like going to the Fountain of Youth. It is like tightening and moisturizing, and it's incredible. So thumbs up right now, comment down below if you've ever tried this stuff, because I need to know if it's just me, but hallelujah, this stuff was amazing for my skin. And like, if anyone's looking for birthday ideas, this stuff's the way to go. All right, a couple of things that are not the way to go. So this is the Daily Defense that I believe maybe Vanessa gave this to me for something, and I think she found this at the DT. It says Breakage Defense Deep Conditioner, and it was sulfate free and stuff, which she knows is all about my thing, and the keratin and the jojoba. So I was excited about using it, but for a deep conditioner, like it said, I still felt like I had to add some stronger, like ones that hit with a more of a power and a punch to it. It smelled really good, which is good. I like that stuff, and I like that, again, it was sulfate free and stuff, because that's the stuff I really aim for more when it comes to my hair, but I don't feel like it did that deep conditioning thing I was looking for. So even though a great score at the DT, I have to pass. So I have to pass on this as well, and I'm gonna show you something. This is not an empty. So I know this is empties, right, Kira? Why is there some in here? Well, because you guys, I couldn't even get through it. This is a trial size, and there's probably still half the trial size in here. I just couldn't do it. It doesn't work. It's the first time that I ever felt like I stunk, even after I put deodorant on. I'm not one that has body odor like that. I don't have stinky sweat. I was just actually teasing my kid that he doesn't get his stinky sweat from me. I noticed that Jacob, sometimes I'll tease him and be like, boy, you smell like onions when you sweat. And that makes me laugh all the time, because both Daryl and I don't have stinky sweat. So that kind of makes me chuckle a little bit. But this is supposed to be like without the stuff in it, that all of that metals and stuff that isn't good for your skin as far as deodorant is concerned. But that is the reason why people still lean towards the deodorant that isn't good for you. Because these ones, or at least I haven't found an all-natural one yet, that can keep me dry and keep me from stinking. So Schmidt's is definitely not for me. I tried the charcoal and magnesium, mineral enriched natural deodorant, and it's going in the trash. So I have another raw sugar body wash here, and this one is in the raw coconut and mango. All right, so this one's good, and you guys know I love my coconut, so you'd think I would probably be all over this. Plus I said I love all the raw sugar products. This just has a very subtle scent. So if I still had to use the raw sugar body wash, I would still choose that lemon sugar. I think out of all the ones I've tried so far, the lemon is the most citrusy, the most sweet, the most that stays on your skin, the most that makes me feel fresh and clean. So if I got this as a gift, I would still use it. I love all of their products, but if I were to purchase it myself, I think I would only lean towards that lemon sugar. The coconut and the mango are just so light here that it just doesn't really have that overwhelmingly like packed smell. So again, love this, but not the scent. All right, I got a bunch of little packets here, so let's go through these. So this was just the Revlon Color Silk After Color Conditioner packet that I threw in here, just so I can remind you guys like what color I used on my hair last time. So I don't have the actual like box to tell you the actual color. I'll link it down below for you guys, because I have another one, so I'll pull it out and look and see what the color was. But I wanted to tell you the company that I used. So this was the Revlon Color Silk. I found this at Target on clearance. The color on the box was very similar to the package a little bit, although it's not what comes out on my hair since my hair is so dark. But as soon as I dyed my hair, everyone was all about, what did you use? What was it? So I couldn't remember at the time, but it's Revlon Color Silk. I'll link the actual color down below, but this stuff is like not expensive, and I don't feel like it leaves that really stinky smell of hair dye like on your hair afterwards. I didn't feel like there was tons of breakage. It didn't dry my hair out. The conditioner was really good, so I happen to like that stuff. I do also really love all of the keratin products. These are by Hask. These are the deep conditioning hair masks. I absolutely love them. You can get these at the Dollar Tree, but this was like a 5-pack that had all different ones, which was kind of neat because there were ones in there that I didn't try, but Madison in that box swap also gave me like a 5-pack of these hair mask things. And like I said, being that I love this company so much and all their products, I was excited to see some that I didn't even know were out there. So this was the keratin protein. I had never tried this one before. It was really, really good. Again, I love all the things that they have, and this says soften and prevents breakage in weak damaged hair, and it really did a great job. And again, it smelled good, so if it smells good, I am all about that life. So here are the ones that you guys may have seen. I've had this in an Empties before, and these are the ones that you can get at the DT. So if you see these, scoop them up. It's a great deal for $1. They're $2 in Target, and sometimes you can get them like on sale or in some kind of like combo pack, but for the most part they run about $2 or more, and they are amazing. And you could see the way it's folded, like it's folded a bunch of times, because I'm actually able to, even with as long as my hair is, get 2 if not 3 uses out of this. And I usually do a repair mask on Sundays, so sometimes I can get 3 weeks out of one of these packages, which I only spent $1 on. So I think that that's great, especially for my hair as dry as it is and how much like a repair it needs at the ends. I don't get my hair cut nearly often enough, so this stuff works really, really great if you're looking for like a deep conditioner. All right, so these things are super silly. You guys saw the picture in the thumbnail. I promised Madison that I would put it in the thumbnail whenever I reviewed my Empties, because I seriously did that like months and months and months ago. But she brought this for me. She said she bought one for herself because she loves everything watermelon. And when she got home to try and use it, she was so confused because they actually are these slices. So you see the little girl in the picture, and she has the slices on her forehead and under her eyes and stuff. So I'm sure it's supposed to be more for like specific areas. There was 8 slices in here, but when I opened it, I was like, what the heck am I supposed to do with this? And I put them all over my face, and I was FaceTiming with her, and she couldn't even contain her laughter. So we snapped a picture of it, and I told her I would make sure that I would include it in the thumbnail whenever I did my Empties. So I don't really know, what company is this even? It doesn't even say, it just says distributed by Markins Beauty Products. I think she said, oh, it's Lip Smacker. That's what it is. That's the brand name. It's Lip Smacker. So if you ever see these, she said there was like pineapples and something else. So if you want to buy this for like a funny kind of face mask gift, okay, fine. But otherwise, I don't really know what the purpose of this was, because I just ended up looking like a fool. So why so much dry shampoo in this Empties, Kira? Well, it's because it's been 6 months since I did an Empties, and like I said, this mama runs on dry shampoo and coffee. So I really love this stuff. Again, here's a smaller one of that Love and Planet citrus peel. I got this in a beauty box, so I use this for traveling. And then, oh, just kidding, this is a deodorant, duh, not a dry shampoo. Sorry, saw a can and that's where mama's head went. All right, so I'm glad I'm talking about this because this stuff stinking stinks. Another set of deodorant that I just don't like. So I don't know what my deal is. When it comes to deodorant, I really am more about men's deodorant. So I've tried for years and years and years, and no matter what I try, I just haven't really found anything that I like. I did recently try Mitchum, and I really do like it, but I don't like the women's. I only like the men's. And I happen to like clear gel and not a spray. So again, this was almost worked like the Schmitz. I don't feel like it kept me dry. I still felt like I stunk, and like, what good is deodorant if it's not doing its job? So I didn't really like this. I got this free in a beauty box. Not a fan, not gonna purchase. But here are some of the other deodorants. So here is that Mitchum, but this is the women's one. Now the women's one, I got couponing as well, but just still not a fan. The men's one is so much better. This one kind of has a weird scent, and I don't feel like it works as well. But I've always been a believer that the people who make deodorant, that they think that men sweat and stink and stuff more than women. So I feel like they just don't make them with the same kind of power packing punch that they do with the women's, which is why this is what I've been using forever and a day. So this is the men's Gillette Endurance Cool Wave. I use this like, I've been using this for like 15 years. I got it once for Daryl. We were going away on an overnight trip like years and years back. It was like our first overnight trip. And I went to pick him up some things that we could use, that we could fly with. He had like spray deodorant or something that we couldn't go on the airplane with. So I picked him up one of these and I ended up forgetting mine at home. So I used his while we were away and I never went back. I am so glad I forgot my deodorant at home and I used his, because ever since then, this has been what I've been using and he loves it too. So if I don't get it couponing, I'll go to like BJ's or something and I'll get like the big bulk packs and we'll use it forever and a day. But this stuff is so, so good. You don't even need a lot of it. It glides on, it doesn't leave any residue on my clothes, and it really, really does the job. So let's just talk a couple of shave products really quick, because I don't have too many, just these two things. So I usually swear by this stuff and I don't think I have any other ones to show you. So I'll keep rocking with my OG, but this is the Edge Shave Gel. This is the 35% more. I love the orange cap because it's the sensitive skin. This is Guys Shave Gel again. I like the gel, where I feel like for the women they give us like the creamy foam, where I like the gel ones. This has always done like such a great job, but I'm one for shave gel. I could never shave without it, so I really love it. And then here is the razor head that I put in here as a reminder to tell you guys that, again, speaking of men's, I also feel like they think that men shave more than women, and even if they don't think that men shave more than women, women don't generally shave their face, which I feel like your face would be the most sensitive thing that you're going to expose to the public. So I feel like that they're really careful about how they make men's razors, because they know they're going to use them on their face. So this is the Gillette Pro Fusion 5 Glide, the best razor ever, only made for a man. It like, you can see the head, it like goes in so that it like swivels and it goes all around. I can get into my bikini area and not feel like it's going to cut me or not be able to fit like in cracks and crevices. I really, really love this. So if you have not tried it, or if you are like a woman and you're hooked on a women's razor, like take the dive, try the Pro 5 Fusion Glide. You will not be disappointed. So I have more of like these kind of empty things to go over with you guys. So this I was actually anxious to try because this is Carol's daughter. I've always heard such great things about this, and it's super expensive. This was the Repairing Sulfate-Free Shampoo and Conditioner. I don't know. I don't know what all the talk was about. It's like $20 a bottle for the shampoo alone without the conditioner. And I mean, I thought it was good. It smelled good. But I don't know if I would pay $20 a bottle for the shampoo and conditioner. I don't remember it standing out that well. This is the qvxwooe Replenishing Mud Mask. This is the other part that comes attached to that pineapple one that I love so much. That's the peel off one. Best one, hands down. Only comes out during the summertime, so it's like as soon as you see it, you need to scoop it up and grab it. It's absolutely amazing. But this mud mask works pretty darn good as well. They give you so much in this thing that you can use it like 3 times, for real. It's so, so good, and I recommend the qvxwooe ones. They are the best face masks I've ever tried. So if you have not tried any of these, I recommend them as well. All right, so I'm excited about sharing this with you guys because I picked this up. I got it completely free with iBotta. It was marked down at Walmart on clearance, and then you use the iBotta rebate, which made these things completely free. So I was doing it like every single time I went for like a month and a half. So I have like a zillion of these that I didn't pay for. So these are by L'Oreal Paris as well, and this is the Everpure. It's a sulfate-free deep moisture hydration performance sheet mask. So it's actually a sheet mask for your head. So if you see down here, it's kind of hard to see, again, it's reflective, but it's basically like if you ever done a foot mask And it's like those plastic things that have like paraffin wax in there. You would stick your foot in it, let it dry or heal, and then you take it off. It's the same thing. It has a little tape closure for you to tape it over your head so that it stays, and you just wrap your head in this plastic full of conditioner, almost like a shower cap, and then you wash it out. And it was really good. So if you see these things, pick them up. Again, they were clearanced at Walmart for a while, so if you could still find them clearance, that would be great. But these things were amazing. So I would recommend those. And then this I was anxious to try too. I just tried this when I went home to my mom's for Easter. But again, this is that Garnier Whole Blends, but this is the oat delicacy. So everyone's been talking about this and how much they love this particular oat delicacy one. But again, I never see the bottles in my store. My CVS is super small, so when I go to do my couponing, I don't have like the pick of the litter. But this stuff was amazing, probably one of my favorite whole blends. So if you see the oat delicacy one, pick it up. It worked really good. There was like a lot in this package too. I got 2 full uses of the shampoo and conditioner out of each one. And again, I have really long hair down to my butt. So this stuff surprised me that it lasted so much, but definitely try this one of my favorites. So I got a couple of makeup things here, and this I really want to talk about. So this is the Maybelline Dream BB Pure Foundation, like BB cream. I had never really tried BB cream before. I'd gotten like a sample in a beauty box, and I was like blown away that I didn't know what BB cream was. And I was like, oh my goodness, why did I not know about this in my life? And this is the first one that I ever bought, and I was totally blown away by it. And I don't know if it was just because it's the first one I ever bought and never tried it before, but this stuff was amazing. And now I'm using a Physicians Formula one that I don't like nearly as much. So that's only the second time though that I'm using one. So maybe there's more out there. If you guys can recommend to me your favorites, that would be great. But for this one, for the first time I've ever used it, it kind of set the bar kind of high. So it was light and it worked really good in place of foundation, but still kind of done the job. So definitely try this one if you're in the market for a BB cream. So here's a perfume that I used up. I don't get to show perfume very often because I always have tons of it, and I only wear it when I go out, and I don't wear the same one. I like rotate every single time. Like once I'll use this one, and then the next time I'll use the one next to it. So I don't get to show perfume very often, but this is Ralph Lauren's Romance. This stuff is so good. It's a little sweet and flowery for me. I like some of the other Ralph Lauren's as opposed to this one, but this is the one that my sister-in-law loves the best. And so I got it for her, and now it's like a joke that she gets it for me and I get it for her, although this one isn't my favorite as much as the other ones. But this one still is really good. I'm a firm lover of all the Ralph Lauren stuff. So if you have not tried this, I would recommend it too if you're looking for like a new perfume to try. But Ralph Lauren Romance is so good. So this is the Colgate Max Fresh, and this is the one I've been dying to try because this is the one that Nicole has been raving about forever. This is her favorite. It's her jam. And I was like, all right, I'm a Crest girl, so let me dive into your Colgate and see how it was. And this was not bad. I'm now using like the Colgate enamel one because again, I have so much toothpaste from couponing that I just kind of reach in and grab one, not necessarily my favorite. So right now I'm using an Enamel Health. That one's pretty good. I think I would prefer this one over the Enamel Health, but I think I'm still a Crest girl when it comes to toothpaste. So I left this on the counter and I realized I did not show you guys. So this is the Black Noir Lancome Mascara. Again, something else I got free like in a Macy's travel size thing, and this stuff was bomb. I mean, I've tried better mascara, but this stuff was still pretty good for a free sample. They always send me this one as a free sample and I get excited because who doesn't love free mascara that works good for your eyes? But this is good and dark, and you can tell that it's quality, that it's Lancome, that it's not like cheap mascara. So if you get this as a gift or if you like Lancome, I recommend it. But every time I order something from Macy's, they always send me like a whole kit, and this comes in it, and mama gets excited. All right, guys, we're almost done, drawing down to a close. I know you guys are probably like, what is your deal, Kira? Enough is enough. I didn't bring enough cocktail. I didn't bring enough coffee. I know, I get it. I'm sorry. Crazy. 6 months worth, you guys. Lots of stuff. So this is more of that sun engine stuff that I want to talk to you about. You're probably not going to be able to see most of it because it's a clear bottle, so I don't know if it's really going to focus. You could just kind of vaguely see the writing, but this is a dark circle eye treatment. My girlfriend Bonnie again said that she knows I was always complaining about the dark circles underneath my eyes. So there's a Yes to grapefruit one that I really like that works really, really good too. But again, she gave this to me as a gift and this stuff worked amazing. So I put it on every time I got out of the shower and I definitely saw a difference. So this is the first thing that she gave me besides like lip scents that I really feel like worked. So again, if you guys know someone who sells this stuff or whatever, and you have an issue with that, like I don't know how expensive it was because she gave it to me, but the stuff was really, really bomb. So this is just the Crest Pro Health Multi-Protection Alcohol-Free 24-hour lasting mouthwash. So I really love mouthwash. Otherwise I could brush my teeth all day. I hate having any kind of like coffee breath or weird taste in my mouth. So I love having stuff like this so I can just use it in the middle of the day, like gum, just a mouth refresher. But we don't get really good deals on mouthwash couponing, so it's always something that I'm running super low on. So this is something else that, again, I've said this every single time that I do an Empties. I almost swear that you'll never see a Pantene product in my Empties at all. I always felt like Pantene was a part of the reason why my hair was falling out. But what I've heard, and it stands to be true, that this Gold Series line is their sulfate-free line. So this is the one that is their better hair care line. So whenever I can get this stuff couponing, I'm all about that life. And this one is the Repair and Protect leave-in conditioning spray. So even though this is a leave-in conditioning spray, we use this as a detangler. It works just the same for Maya and I. So when we both get out of the shower, we both have crazy curly hair. So as soon as we get out, we spray everything down with this and it just makes everything so much more manageable to brush our hair with. Now, a lot of you had recommended the Barbie one from the Dollar Tree. I don't know, I tried it and I wasn't a fan. And so many of you said when I hauled it that you use it, you love it. I don't know, maybe for just mine and Maya's texture hair, it just doesn't work. So I'm gonna keep rocking my Pantene leave-in conditioning spray or detangling spray or anything in this Gold Series because I don't know, I haven't really found anything that is as good. So last but not least, guys, is a body spray. I'm almost done with a Let It Snow one, I think right now, which is like okay. There's maybe like that much left in the bottle. It's okay. I'm just kind of looking to get through it at this point. And then I think I have a Thousand Wishes one behind it. But it's funny, when I started watching Nicole do her Empties, she said that she douses herself in this stuff when she gets out of the shower. And that's what I've been doing for years. So as soon as I get out of the shower, even though I still use perfume, while my skin is still wet, I spray my body down with this, you know, front, back, all around, do a spin, a circle, and then it stays on the water, and then it just kind of air dries and sinks into my skin. And I feel like between that and whatever soap that I use, especially when I was using that lemon sugar, and then I was using the watermelon lemonade, they complemented each other so well that every time I passed somebody by, they were asking me what perfume I was wearing, but I hadn't been wearing perfume or anything for hours. It was just that I sprayed this on my skin after using that soap. So definitely love this scent and everything, really. The candle, the bulb for the wall unit, like everything. But definitely up there with my favorite scent. But I think that's it, guys. I've bored you enough. That's it for my Empties. Okay guys, so that is it for my Empties trilogy. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you missed any of the last ones, I'll make sure to link them below in the description box. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.